Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Vannon and today you have joined me in the wondrous world of Conan Exiles. Today I'm going to begin showing you the basics of building within this game, and you can see behind me we have a building that I've already done, and I'm going to be showing you guys how we can build this. This sort of incorporates all of the sort of like the beginnings, or almost all of the techniques that you're going to require in order to build within this game. So, how do we build this? Well, I'm going to get rid of this one, and then I will bring these guys back when all this is gone, and then I'll show you how I did it. Right, back in a minute. Okay, so now that we've got rid of that, we can then build it all over again. So, in Conan, very similar to many other different types of games, you have varying different building blocks and pieces that you need to craft. You need to go out and harvest resources in order to build and craft and such and things like that. One mechanic that Conan has that is not in, say, for instance, something like Ark, is the ability to alter the height of a foundation before you actually put it in place. Down at the bottom left hand side of the screen there, it actually gives you some instructions on how to actually do these. So as you can see, just kind of highlighted there just in front of me, you can just see the vague outline of the foundation itself. And down in the bottom left there you can see that we can rotate it counterclockwise and clockwise by using my mouse wheel. You will need to look up the various buttons for things like PlayStation and also Xbox. But if I hold down left shift, I can alter the height. So you can choose how high these things are going to be. So let's have it right up at its absolute maximum. And I'm going to walk forwards a little bit and place that there. Now, very similar to the likes of in Atlas, it wants to then put another building piece straight away, so I don't have to keep pressing down at the bottom there where I've placed the foundation down on the one spot on my hotbar. I don't have to keep pressing one all the time. I can press like that. Now, if the space is occupied by either me stood there or something else, it won't actually allow you to place. So you can see there, if I walk into that spot, it won't let me place it, but the second I walk out of that spot, it then lets me place. So I can place my foundations as such. In this game, you can actually climb stuff, which is very cool, and we will be using that feature when it comes to doing things like the roof, for instance, a little bit later on. Now, just like with, say, Ark, for instance, we do have triangle pieces, so we could create like the tower type effects that we can do, and there isn't the option to pick up pieces in this game, unfortunately, which they added into the likes of Ark. It is something that would be really cool if Funcom could add in into Conan. As at this tier, the sandstone tier, it's not the world's worst thing if you make a mistake and you have to delete. However, get to later on and it becomes very, very tiresome if you make a mistake and put something in the wrong place. quickly look at my notes, and we'll see there's a tree in the way. So the way I built this was 9 wide. Now there's a very specific reason why this bit is 3 and this bit is 9, and going down the main part is like 7, and you'll notice that there's a theme there that it's all odd numbers. Now the reason behind that is things like doorways and gates. Gates in this are an odd number, so it's 3. So if you're wanting to centralize things, then you're going to need to do it in terms of doing it as an odd number. So moving on. Now I believe this one was 7. If I quickly just looking down at a little notepad that I have next to me. And then I come along. And then we can just fill in this central bit. Just like that. And at the back I had another section which was 3 wide. And I left that one open to put this in. Now, when you're trying to find a snap spot, now I found it straight away there because of the position I was stood in. But if I move, for instance, I'll get different snap spots. Now, if I use the mouse wheel, I can change the snap point to different places, and that's how I wanted it there. So we have the extra little bit there. Now something that's very cool in this game is that they have outside corner bits, so when you're doing steps you have an outside corner. Now unfortunately in the base game they don't have an inside corner. There is an inside corner in one of the sort of DLC things that you can download for the game, and that allows you in order to be able to do a proper outside corner, inside corner, and I believe that is Blood and Sand if memory serves me right. The DLCs in this game allow you to it's like different skins and things. So you get different skins for buildings material, buildings pieces, and also different skins for things like armor. So like the armor that I'm wearing here comes from one of the DLCs. And they have different themes. You've got things like Japanese theme and sort of Greek and stuff like that. So pretty cool, and it allows you to have different sort of looks. But the key element is that the building pieces themselves are all pretty much the same, apart from a couple that are slightly different. One of which is the as I mentioned, the Blood and Sand, which I believe is, I think it's called Arena, and it has an inside corner piece, which is really, really cool. And it gives you the ability to make some really cool features with like stairs and such. So we're going to need doorway. We're going to need windows, and we're going to need a wall, and ceilings. Going to need them eventually. And what happened to the stairs? There they are. Okay, so we'll start off by placing our door. Now you'll see in front of me there where it says outer face. This gives you the ability to know which side is the out and which side is the in. And again, by using my mouse wheel, I can flip those the snap points from one side to the other. So if I just step forward a little bit, that allows me, I can switch between them, and there it is there. Now to get rid of it, I'm just pressing my right click, which allows me to so I want to place another one, which will be just there. Now I want to place another one there, 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 here, and here. Now if I don't want to place any more, I can either just straight away go to the other one, or I can press right click and it gets rid of it for me. So I want the full one. Now you can do these however you want to, and you can lay these out however you want. Put windows where you like, don't put windows, put them all windows, put them all walls. No hard and fast rules as far as I'm concerned. Do it however you want. Make it as big or as small as you want, but just work from the principle of using it as odd numbers, and you should be pretty good. Now I'm building this down here in I4. There's a little peninsula down here, and I find that down here it's got quite a large amount of flat land, and down here is classed as the sort of starter area, so hence why I chose down here for this build. Now you can see the principle of what I'm doing there. I'm just placing the different ones. Now on the next level, now you notice there that that's actually gone the wrong way. Now in order to climb, all I did was push up against the wall and press spacebar, and that allowed me to climb up. Just bear in mind it does use stamina when you're doing it. Now as I'm placing that, even though the wall below is placed correctly, this was wanting originally to place this like that, so the outer face was on the inside. So just need to be careful of that every so often. It likes to do that. So get the gist of what I'm looking to do here. Place like that, and then placing ceilings at that level. Now we're going to go up another level above that one, but down here I want it to be too high down here. I'm going to bring the walls all the way along. Now from this, let me just quickly go into here and go into fly mode and take you up so you can see an overhead view. So you can see at the front there it's a 3x3 square, then it's a 9 along by 7, and then there's another 3 by 9, and we miss out that block there. Now come back down and go into walk mode again. Fall on the floor. So if we come back 1, 2, 3, so this one here, you see that's facing out like so. And then we can place the railings round there. In the middle we want a door. And you can see how that's building up so that we have like a porch area at the back here, and then we're going to build up all the way round. So what I'm going to do is I am going to build all of this up, and then I will bring these guys back once I've got that all done, and then we'll go to the next level. All right, back in a minute. Okay, and welcome back. So we now have our effective flat roof kind of structure now. We have a stairway coming up here. Now the stairway, you can sometimes get it to snap to the roof itself, but sometimes there's too many snap points, so it's often easier if you just climb up the outside, get up to the top here, look down, and then look to place the stairs on the foundation below, angling back up to you, and then that way you can then snap the next one, and then you're all good to go. I've put some railings up here, stop you from falling off, and we've got railings down there to give you your sort of back porch area. Now that back porch area will come apparent to its use a little bit later on, but for the time being let's continue on with here. So let's put one of those there, and let's continue with the theme of the window pieces on the corners, like such. You can also with your mouse wheel rock in and out, so into first person or into third person view, just by using your mouse. If you go to the Conan wiki, I believe they do have controls for the likes of Xbox and PlayStation 4. I did look it up, but unfortunately I've got a memory like a sieve, so completely and utterly forgotten what it is. Sorry. So we're going to stick these in the gaps. As such. And then along this back wall, let's say we do 2 along there, and that gives us, let's do that and that. Okay, so next, what we want to do is we're going to place another wall there, and then I'm going to do that, and that's gone inside out. Just going to place like that, and then we have these cool pieces here. Now you know, remember I said about building on an odd number. Now traditionally when you do an odd number, if you've come from like the background of playing Ark, odd numbers suck a little bit when it comes to doing like peaked roofs, because you end up having to have flat ceilings going along that middle one. But in this game we have a peak that goes like that, which I think is really, really cool. Now, time for the roof, and this is where I get a little bit excited as a builder in this game, because it has some real roofing pieces. Now we are gonna it often is a little bit fiddly to begin with, so what I like to do is get us started, and then we can see we can then climb up the outside here, although we've run out of stamina. So for the sake of doing this, I can, there's an option here, there we go, do that. So things don't cost stamina. I haven't really leveled this character up. This guy is just purely and simply for doing this video, really. Now, again, I'm using the mouse wheel. Now, this is the really cool part. We have internal corners. Internal roofing pieces. That is so cool. This makes me incredibly happy. And exterior. I just wish all games would do this, so you can actually have really cool buildings and structures without silly bits on the inside of your building. So you can now just go along, filling this in, all the way along, like so. like that. Now, you also have pieces like this, and also like this. So we shall see, and it does this part here. Now, depending on the look that you want to go for, as we plunge down. Is that crocodile going to come over here? The music suggests he is, but... So we can go with that, where we've got the peak up the top there. Or... we can get rid of that. And place that instead. And have like that. So there's a couple of different styles that you can do and bits and pieces. So we shall place that there as such. Now we continue to fill in, and I've got rid of, where are they? There it is. So, wrong way. Now, you can then sneak one of those in there just to cap that off. As unlike say with Arc, where you can get things to sort of like clip inside of each other, this game doesn't allow for that, which is cool. And just here on the roof, where's it gone? There's it gone. And there you have your completed roof. With your internal corners and your external corners, and everything just builds up together. So we'll open up here. So you have tons of space on the inside, and we come upstairs and you have this epic looking roof on the inside. And loads of space up here as well. Now, down here, I said that this would become all apparent. And down here is so that you can place your furnaces. This game uses quite a bit of metal, so you're going to want to have a fair number of furnaces. Now obviously they could go further back to the wall. You're going to need a blacksmith, and you can play around to get these to sit in the various positions and so forth and so on. So you can set up your blacksmiths and such, and you can get your thralls at the different stations here. You know, if you get these going all the way back properly, spend a bit more time setting those up, you'll be able to get loads in there. And then you've got Carpenters Bench, you've got a stove, you've got one of them. What else have we got? There's probably many other benches that we could everybody's probably screaming at me right now. Put one of those in. So stick those in, go upstairs, stick like a stove here. Now you'll notice just down where the cross is, see just to the right hand side of the cross, you'll see there's an arrow. And what that arrow denotes is which way this really should point out if you're going to place it up against something, because that's where the thrall will actually stand. So unless you're really mean and you want your thrall to stand in places or in places that they shouldn't be, this again, this one does have a certain way round. I can never remember which way round it is. But I'm pretty certain you can pick these up. Yeah, you can pick these ones back up again. So not the end of the world if you do happen to get it the wrong way round. Now, we've got braziers. What else have we got? We've got rugs. We've got one of them. And we've got one of them. Now, these things hang from the ceiling. And they give you wicked amounts of light. So you can hang these up. Apparently go down the stairs. So you can hang them up in various places and locations and stuff to give yourself wicked light. We can place down one of those and some sheep skins or animal skins or whatever they are. And you can fill this up with storage boxes and various crafting tables. There's an armourer's bench. There's all sorts, absolutely all sorts that you can do. Here, shut the door, and let's have it over. Let's do that. So there you have it. We have got a starter base. Probably not the most suitable thing for, say, PvP. Probably fairly easy to get into. However, certainly for like a PvE, single player or what have you, then this would be perfect. You've got an upstairs and you've got a downstairs. You've got plenty of space for you to do storage. Yeah, and what's more, this incorporates pretty much all of the bits and pieces to do with building within this game. So we've gone over the foundations, how we can raise them, how we can lower them. Shown you how you can cycle between whether it's an outside facing wall or an inside facing wall. Shown you how really cool the roofing mechanics are within this game, with your outside corners and your inside corners, and then you've got your different cappings and things like that for you to finish off your roofs. With stairs, you've got outside corners and inside corners. Within this game, you've got the option of stairs or you've got ramps. So using the ramp system is something you could actually technically recreate like a pyramid if you wanted to, which is quite a cool sort of little feature in there, using the ramps and also roofs. So if you were to combine the two, you could probably create a pretty cool looking sort of pyramid. Something I may have a bash at, who knows, who knows. So we've done that. We've covered some of the little basics of the bits and pieces that you can place around the game, like your forges there, and you've got your blacksmith benches. So yeah, that is the basics of building within Conan Exiles. So yeah, if you've got any questions, queries or anything like that, feel free, chuck them in the comments below. If you've got any other things that you'd like to share with my viewers, then feel free, chuck them in the comments below. Different ways of doing stuff, that kind of stuff, those kind of things, feel free, chuck them in the comments below. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. It massively helps out. If you like the content in general, please feel free to subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well, and you'll then get notified when I do other videos and any other live streams that I might be looking to do in the future. So that's it, guys. This is the first introduction to building within Conan Exiles. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a fantastic day. See you soon, guys. Bye.